What's up, YouTube? It's your favorite cousin Trippin'. I'm back with another banger. I'm back with another banger. I'm back with another pow pow. As you can see, we got your favorite uncle up in the building, Carlos.
Uncle Carlos is here. Uncle
He back
Carlos
by
is here.
popular demand, man. Y'all seen our last video. All y'all said we wanted to see more of him, so we back, man. And today, but before we get into this video, make sure y'all like the video. When you like the video, you just sending out, a little notification to all our cousins to come on in and join this conversation. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we lit. You already know. So today we're going to be talking about dating in the community, but not just dating older men, because it is a dynamic to it now. Y'all see that? He just took the weevils. We got one little weevils in the grits. Dating in the community, dating older men in the community. And unfortunately, I'm one of them now. So I got to figure out, am I going younger now or going to stay with the older?
What do we call OGs or elders now? What is it called?
You might be an elder.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? Wait one minute.
We
without,
OGs.
But without telling our ages.
I think we OGs.
Okay, I'll take OG. I'll take OG.
We OGs.
I'll take OG.
I might be an unk. I think
No.
I think you.
No. Your unk days
We
are
got to
over.
look at the scale.
Don't make me pull it up because I got it on my phone. Don't make me pull it because I might be an elder and you might be an OG.
So we just gonna stay with where we at. Stay
We're
with
gonna
where we
stay where we're at.
comfortable
We're
at.
gonna stay where we're at. We're gonna stay where we're at.
So
Let's talk about my situation. I just got out of a 15-year relationship with somebody. My thing is that I don't look for relationships. I'm a true Scorpio. I don't look for relationships. Relationships find me. I don't think I've ever been single more than 6 months in my whole entire life. And that's being gay and straight and everything else in between.
do you like being single or are you comfortable being single?
I like sleep with the same motherfucker. And I believe in a relationship where you live together. So I believe in love. I believe in growing together. I believe in, sharing and caring and stuff like that. You ain't got to share everything, but to just the fact that you're giving love and understanding to someone else. I like living with a person. I like, I've tried long distance relationship. That shit don't work. That's
And
some
I
bullshit.
think that's part of the reason why I don't like being single, because I'm a very loving and affectionate person. I don't like the stuff I have to do as a single man to get my thing going. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like the things that I did as a single man, some of the things, going out and seeking and wanting to have sex with, like, I don't like that part of it. So I'd rather have somebody that's by myself. You know what I'm saying? That I can go home to every night,
Yeah. If the people start saying, well, let's get back to dating because, like I said, I am a what did we
Serial
say?
dating?
No. I'm not an unk. Yeah, I'm an unk now. And the person I was dating is actually 20 years. 20 years my junior for 15 years. And it didn't start off with us intending to date. It was the last couple of relationships I've had have been on the internet. And let's be mindful. I've been in 3 long-term relationships.
Was they all younger?
No. The first one wasn't younger. Vic wasn't younger. No. He was just 2 years older than me, though. Just 2 years older than me. Very professional. The second, Jay. Jay was a little young. Jay is about 10 years younger. 10 years younger. The third, Malcolm is 6-7 years younger. And that wasn't long. That was a couple of years. When I'm saying long, I'm saying 10 plus years. I've been in 3 10+ year relationships. Wow. And the last one I've been in was practically about 15 years. Not always together. We did have a little separation there. And then at the end, there was a separation, but we had sex.
Ooh. Why y'all was broke up?
Yeah.
So
2-3 times a week.
That's a good question.
But we still live together.
That's the thing, though. Are you really
we had a healthy sex life
in a relation? Are you really broke up if y'all still having sex and living together? You saying we broke up, but we still doing the relationship thing.
No, but it's a means to an end.
Excuse me, y'all.
But it's truly, it's a means to an end. That's when you know you're on your way out. And sex and the companionship or the fact that you got a home together is what's keeping it together and what's keeping it going. We didn't share the bed in terms of sleeping in the bed every night together. No, he slept in another room, I slept in another room, but we had sex 2-3 times a week.
So was the sex the same, even though y'all was broken up? Was the chemistry and the connection still there, or was it just like?
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't understand.
But you know, sometimes when it's over, when you've gone back, when sex has gotten bad, that wasn't what ended our relationship. It definitely wasn't the sex. You know, it was just the nonsense and the bullshit. The smallest thing, the straw that breaks the camel back, that's what ended the relationship. But I'm a true Scorpio to the heart, to where if I've loved you once, I will always love you. Everyone I've ever dated, I'm still friends with today. To the point where you can bring your new husband or your new relationship, your new wife or whatever it is, to my house. You know, yeah, it's family now. It's family, because if I loved you once, I can't never stop loving you.
So how do you deal with your new relationship that you're in, with the older people still coming around? Do they have a problem with that? Do they feel like, I'm in your life now, why is this ex person coming around that you've been with for 15 years?
I've never had too much of an issue with that, because I introduced it in the beginning. This is who it is. This is who these people are. When you get to be our age, you've dated some of your friends, some of your best friends. You've dated some of your best friends. We couldn't sleep together. We weren't quality there, but we were quality someplace else. You know, mentally stable, and maybe there were other things that we had the qualities that are alike. But like I said, once you become family, you become family. My thing about me is that if you're with me, you're going to come out of this relationship better than you were when you came in.
So do you like a project? You like a project, something that you got to build up, or something that you like?
That's what a lot of my friends say. I don't particularly like a project. I don't. Like I said, I never go looking for a relationship. I never ask for a relationship. I don't pray to God, God, please bring me a good man or whatever like that. You know, please bring me 10 inches or 8 inches or 7 inches, 6 inches, or the tightest booty hole. I've never prayed to God to say, bring me this or bring me that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't know what I want in a man. I know what I don't want in a man, and what I don't want in a relationship, because every person is different. Every new thing is a new adventure. And I open my heart up to that. I will. My thing with dating younger men, because now I'm seeing someone now a lot younger, a whole lot younger. I didn't push it. I didn't look for it. Started off as a little fuck fest, and not a fuck fest, but we were having a good time, and he made it clear, this is what I want.
But see, that's a good transition, because it's like, a younger person that's getting into a relationship with somebody like you, it's a lot of things that they can see that they can get from you. And I feel like a lot of people in this community, they don't want to date younger because they don't want a project. They don't want somebody that they have to build up. They have to teach things to. I have to help you get this, help you get that. Sometimes if you don't have a clear, separation of relationship, it tends to seem like you my project, or you my child, or I gotta grow, because it's like, I gotta teach you everything.
Not teach you everything, but I do have to teach you something. I got to
teach you a lot. And that's what some people don't know.
And it's about that. It's not, like I said, it's not just a project, but guess what? I can get somebody who quote unquote supposed to be within their the milestone of their life, 45 years old. You got your career, you got your home, you got your life, and you still just as fucked up. You just got out of one of those relationships. Undercover alcoholic. You got a career. You've been living in your career for 10, 15 years as a police officer, just using that as an example, not saying that was your situation, but you're an undercover alcoholic. You missing a lot of things because you unhappy, because they're unhappy. You can't let their unhappiness fuck up yours. Right. And when you got sometimes a youngster, they're not already jaded. They have not been burned. What kills me is when I find a person who's 45, 50 years old, who's never been in a relationship, then what kind of life are you living? I'm questioning them. What kind of life are you living? What have you been doing that you've never been in a relationship with a man or a woman?
See, but that's why I think you a rare person in the community, because you
don't think it's rare.
Because you don't. A lot of people that I talk to, or I've heard, they don't want to do, because they feel like in Atlanta it's an epidemic with guys who don't have nothing going for themselves. They try to attach themselves to the men who own businesses, who own homes, and they don't really That's not who they really want to be with. They just been with that person because what they can do for them and how they feel like they can build them up. I ain't got no house. The man that I'm talking to, he owns a home. He got a business. He got these things. I ain't got no place to stay. Where I was staying, I was sleeping on the floor with 5 people. Now I got this man who got his own thing. So I'm gonna come
Trip
in that
is
house.
using that for an example.
Right,
He's not
y'all
talking about
already
his
know.
life. Right.
So now I'm attached to myself to this man who got a lot of things going on for himself because that's gonna make me look better. I don't really
And it
want this
does.
man.
But let's be honest about that. What's so wrong with that? What's so wrong with leveling up? What's
If
so
you
wrong?
don't really love the person,
Then if you don't really love the person, then kick rocks. Make a move. Do something different.
that's what the older men are
But
feeling.
but you have to realize, see, with men, it start off as a physical contact first. I see you. This is what I'm sexually attracted to. I see you as something about you that attracts me to you. That's how it started. But if attraction ends up being a conversation after we've had the sex, then it goes into
and
something
that's
else.
the thing. These
It,
guys,
it,
a
it,
lot
it
of
goes
them
into
not
something
really
else.
attracted to these men. They attracted
Listen.
to what they can do for them.
Listen, I'm from LA. I'm in LA. I'm a Hollywood kid, meaning that Hollywood, Beverly Hills, I've lived a good life all of my life. Even though I'm a South Central kid from Watts, I've lived a good life all of my life. I've always been blessed to be in a blessing relationship. If not a relationship, I've always been blessed to get my hustle on and do the things that I need to do. I was fine. I was young. I was a tender. I danced on Soul Train and American Bandstand. I've had a great life. But I have a lot to share. And I've been around the world twice.
And you don't mind sharing.
No, not at all. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I have a lot to give. I don't have to be your daddy. But I want you to live vicariously through me so you won't make the same mistakes like I've lived vicariously through someone else. If you telling me that the police is going to come and do something for me for doing this, this, and this, that's all I need to hear. You don't have to, I don't have to go out and do it to get that experience. I don't need that experience. I don't want to go down.
Yeah.
Even though jail and the stories of jail, they're fascinating. And I am fascinated by them, but it doesn't always have to be that way. So if I can guide you in the right direction,
But that's what we need. And that's what I feel like we
And
need.
I
A
don't
lot of
know
times
how
these guys, they'll get with a younger person, you know, and they'll be sleeping with them, laying up with them. They don't care about their warrants they got, what they got going on. They don't care if they ain't got no GED. Long as you can be here for me and provide the sexual experience or the company that I need, I don't care about what you're going. And that's where I feel like it's the separation with the older and the younger people. Y'all try to use the whole thing as, oh, he's using me or I don't. But you don't want to help build this person up. If you sleeping with this person and you with them for a year and they not financial literate or you got these things that you can help them with, you know.
but a lot. I didn't mean to cut you off, but a lot of them aren't financially literate. A lot of them are still struggling because they came up in that generation. I just happen to be blessed to have parents, both mother and father, and my younger brother who was actually gay also. Both mother and father not only were tolerant, were loving people. They weren't together, but they loved their son. And I would not have had it any other way. One thing about it, I don't need the approval from anyone.
Right.
It helps to have the approval from my mother and father. It helps to have approval from friends. But at that point in my life, I didn't need your approval. I didn't need you to make or break me because my hustle was real. I knew what I was doing. In a relationship that I was in, one of the first ones that I was in for about 10 years, he was a little bit more prosperous than me. He was in law school when I met him. I was an undergrad. But once again, I'm not the smartest when it comes down to book knowledge, but I'm the smartest when it comes down to street knowledge. My hustle was real. I knew what he was doing. He knew what I was doing. I would offer him money because I had street hustle, remember? And I was fine as fuck. But here's another story. When I was 17 years old, I just graduated high school. I had a car. I had a car that a man gifted me. He gifted me a car. And something went wrong. I guess we fell out because I had a smart mouth then and I have a smart mouth now. But he took the car back. 2 weeks later, you know, I moved on with my life and left him there. 2 weeks later, I bought me another car. I bought me a BMW, convertible BMW. Mind you, after that 2 weeks, he ended up getting back with me. He was a little older. He was about 10, 15 years older than me.
Maybe he was attracted that you got it on your own.
And he was more attracted to that. But he was attracted to the fact that my mouth, but not only would I say something, I was going to do something. I wasn't scared to take the risk, wasn't scared to take the chance. But I bought me a BMW. He ended up paying for that BMW. He ended up paying for the notes. And let me make one thing clear to you. We never slept together. I've never seen this man outside of his underwear. Not one time. 15 years older than me. 15 years older than me. But he would take me out to nice restaurants. We would go to nice places. And I knew how to dress up. And I
Was
knew
you
how to look
attracted to
pretty.
the man?
I was very attracted to the man.
So you
not
would've had
sexually.
some-
And you know, let me
See,
not
but
say
he said
this.
not sexually.
Let me make one thing clear.
What was you attracted to?
He wasn't his knowledge, his brains, his
So you
conversation.
didn't really want to be with him?
Him showing no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Let me bring that back. Boop, 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 boop. I could have been attracted to him sexually, but that's not what he wanted. And at that time, I don't know if that was really, and Norman, I love you. And I don't know if you ever see this, but at that time, I don't know if that's what he needed. But I know what I
might have
needed.
wanted companionship.
And I think I needed that at the dope companionship too. Not everyone knew about it, but like I said, I'm a Hollywood kid.
So it's not always sexual with a
No,
person.
no, oh no. It's definitely not always sexual. I'm sexual. I'm a sexual
I
being.
still feel like you're a rare being. Like I was in a relationship with someone who knew about my issues. I was a dude from Cleveland who really didn't have nothing. And then I came to New York and got with somebody that was way more successful, older than me. You know, the thing is, like, if you with somebody and you're not talking about their financial issues, it's like we can sleep together, but when we get to talking about finances or health issues, and we never have those type of conversations. That's not. I don't respect that. Like now, if I come through the door, I want to know.
You're old enough to know at this point not to respect that. You're old enough to know not to respect that. My biggest thing with you, and you being my little brother, because you're 10 years younger than me. You being my little brother, I've been on your ass here lately about financial moves. No, you can't go back to Cleveland. There's nothing else for you in Cleveland. Your mother's there, but she's hustling. There's nothing else for you. You got to buy some. 2026 is your fucking year. You've been at your job for 3 years plus years. You make money off the videos. You have to go ahead and move forward as a black gay man to know that I have to make a foundation. So you can have your kids. We can be in a house. You can call it what you want. But that's one thing about respect. You have to look and see that there's a picture that's bigger than you. And you have to be willing to share it and show it. That's why it's important for me. I'd never out anybody. It's not my point to out anybody. But it's my point to ask if you've passed away or died. Barbara Jordan, I'm using it as an example. She was a congresswoman from Texas. She was a black woman. She was known to be lesbian, but she never came out. It hurts my heart now that she's gone that she never came out to show other black women and black unattractive women. Let's make that clear. Black women that you can be a Barbara Jordan. And you can be out or you can be in. But it hurts my heart to know that, we can dream to achieve. If you don't know, you don't see. You don't have that ability. I just went to a concert with the new cat I'm seeing. I took him to see Dave Koz and his holiday Christmas show, something he's never seen before. But the thing is that I'm pushing him. He don't like crowds. He don't like big adventures.
Situations like that where you
I'm
trying
pushing
to
him to
culture
show him
somebody
something different.
and you showing them something different. If they don't receive it, how do you feel about it?
Then I won't show you that. Then I won't show you that. But the point of it is, I want to teach you how to use a knife and fork because not everyone knows that. I want to teach you how to sit there and put a napkin on your table because not everyone on your lap because not everyone knows that. If you've never been to a fancy restaurant because you're too busy living your life like you live it, and a lot of people do because I like that. Because I like that, and you with me, we're going to do it together. We're going to do it, whether you like it or not. But if you want to be in my company, this is what we're going to do.
So do you know about all your partners' finances? Do you talk about their finances?
I definitely know about all my partners' finances. First of all, you can't come into my house and be in my position without me knowing who you are. Without me knowing who you are.
Do you know about their family?
I get to know about their family because it's a spinoff of you. It's a spinoff of you.
You need to figure that out because I want to know why you like how you are.
Right. And it's about the culture. Just like now, we know what a Ruth Chris is. We know what a Capitol Grill is. We know how to sit there and enjoy it.
They might not have ever been there.
They've never
been to Applebee's.
They have never. Applebee's is going out and fancy for them until you show them something different. And I don't mind showing them something different. I don't mind footing that bill. Now, With me dating someone younger, all grown men in my surrounding pay for grown men shit. I'm not going to buy you weed. No, I'm not going to buy you weed.
Your extracurricular activities
No.
is on you.
I'm not going to pay. And if you living with me, you're going to pay some rent. But if you living with me, you're going to look to progress. If you don't have your GED, you're going to get your GED fucking around.
That's
me.
a good man to me.
Yeah,
a lot
you're
of
gonna get
people
your
will be
GED
with these
fucking around
people and they do not care about building them up for the simple reason they don't want you, they want to keep you dependent on them. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no such thing as 50-50. That's some bullshit.
Well, a lot of them say we need to bring 50-50 to the table.
Yeah.
You know, and we need to be this and that. A lot of older men are stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? They've been hurt, they've been played on and all of this stuff. So now they don't want to have nothing to do with nobody. I got this. I got my own home. I got my own car. I got this. And you ain't coming into my life if you don't have the exact same thing.
I'm not announcing that shit. I'm not announcing that shit. Some people say I'm a sociopath, but that's not the shit that I push
You
off.
would date
I'm
somebody
not,
without a car.
I date somebody without a car. Yes.
Without a job. Without good credit.
Guess what? Without no credit. It's not about
No
dating.
credit.
It's about getting to know a person and
You
building
a
that
rare
and,
commodity. I don't know if
building
it's
that
'cause
up.
you
My
from
credit's
LA,
an 800.
But these Atlanta cats, they feel like if you don't got no this, they don't want to help you. They don't want to build you up.
You know what that is? That's that DC mentality. What's your debt ratio? What's your finances and shit like that? What's your credit score?
So what if an older person come and don't have these things? Because we talking about dating young, and it's okay if you're young and you're trying to figure these things out. What if you meet an older person who don't have these things together?
If I find an older person who's attracted to me and I'm attracted to them, then we're going to grow from there. And then I'm going to find out the reasons why. It's just like me. I'm a landlord. I'm not going to open my apartments or my places where I ran out to someone who was just homeless. Why? Because there was a reason why you were homeless. I need to discover what that reason why that you were homeless, and to see if you've overcame that situation that made you homeless. Because guess what? I can't just throw you into my situation and then you're homeless again in three months because you can't pay your rent. Because you don't know what the values of living in someone else's home or the values of yourself. You got fucked up credit because you don't care about your credit or you don't understand how credit works. Am I going to put you on my credit? Hell no. I'm not going to co-sign for your loan. I'm not going to co-sign for your card. No, I'm not going to do none of that. Why? Because your shit is fucked up and you don't care about your shit. What makes you think you're going to care about my shit in the long run? You're not. You're not. We're grown-ups now. I saw on a TV show where the woman said, when you're a child, you have mental illnesses, you have struggles, and you have hurdles where you were hurt as a child. But as an adult, there's financial literacy that you can take. There's therapy that you can get. There's counseling that you can get. There's no more excuses as an adult.
Do you believe in therapy?
Oh, do I? Hell yeah.
Have you been to?
I've seen a therapist, yes. Do I go to therapy now? No.
Would you go with a partner?
Oh yeah, I would go with a partner. But if I see that there's no win there, that my partner is mentally fucked up, then the last relationship I just got out of, my partner was mentally fucked up. There's a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, a lot of difficult situations that went on in their life that I can't fix. One thing I said, I know what I don't want in a relationship. Drugs, alcohol, I can't deal with that. Drugs, not because I can't fix it. I can't work with that. I can't work with that. That's something that you have to work with. Once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. Once you're an addict, you're always an addict.
Do you have a lot of deal breakers?
No. No.
I still feel like you're a rare character to some of these people out here.
No.
So you don't have no deal breakers?
No, I don't say no.
Drugs and alcohol?
Drugs and alcohol are deal breakers.
What about violence?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How many times do you got to be violent before you let
I'm not attracted to nobody that I can't whip their ass. Remember I told you I'm from South Central.
See what that is?
One thing I can do, I can throw these hands.
If you can beat me, you got to go.
Right. Right, there it is right now. That's not what I'm attracted to. I'm a big man. I like thin men. I'm attracted to thin men. But I'm not walking into a relationship with violence in my mind. I don't look at that.
Do you think you go there sometime?
Oh, yeah.
So if a person is violent towards you 1 or 2 times, you okay with it?
No, I'm not going to say that because violent toward me 1 or 2
times. Some people say one time, you swing on me one time and you got to go.
We have to look at the violence. My 15-year relationship had some violence. All my relationship had a little violence to it. Could it have been my fault? It could have been my fault. My mouth is foul. When I was young, I cheated. But here's the thing. When I was young, And my relationship, that was a 10-year relationship. I also stepped out on that relationship and I had an affair. Not a situationship, an affair for about 2 years with another motherfucker. That motherfucker was violent. That motherfucker didn't have a pot to piss
So
in.
you had a situationship inside of a relationship?
I had an affair, not a situationship. A situation when you fucking have a good time. I had an affair. That's even stronger. I had another relationship inside of my relationship, and I loved them both. That old song, I've got two lovers and I'm not ashamed. I had two lovers. I had two lovers.
And he loved them both the same.
And I love them both, not the same, but I love them both. I love them both. And to this day, I've lived my life and I've had great regrets.
Can you be in love with more than one person at a time?
Yeah. Not only was I in love with both of them, I was making love to both of them when we had sex.
So how do you choose which one to be with in those situations?
I didn't. What one ended. Well, my affair ended. My affair ended. Ended up being drugs. Ended up being a lot of things. But one thing about it, he loved me.
So
And
what was
my
one giving that
marriage
the other
ended.
one? Because for you to have two, one got to be not giving you something that the other one is getting.
That's a tough question because, like I said, I love them both.
But you said you didn't love them the same.
Companionship, my companion. Oh yeah, no, I did not like them the same. My affair, we hung out. It was sneaky. It was dangerous. It was
It was fun.
It was fun. It was nasty. It was nasty. My relationship
Was home, buddy.
was home, but it wasn't nasty. But
See, that's what it is. He was
but
getting
we
something
did-
from one person that he couldn't get. So if you was getting all that from the one person at home, do you think you would have still had an affair with the other person?
I don't know. I was young.
See, but that's
right
what
now-
they say. They say
and
if
right
you
now-
ain't getting
and right
everything
now-
from one person, they're
and-
gonna find it somewhere else.
And right now, at this point in my life, I don't need those qualities. I don't need that in my life. I
don't
can
need
be
the excitement?
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm excited. My excitement level is a little different now. I'm a Hollywood Bowl kind of motherfucker now. You know, I don't need to be at the motherfucking hip hop concert, but if that's what I got to do to appease you for a little while, I'll go. I'll go. But I'm going to introduce you to my culture, and I want you to introduce me to your culture.
But
and
half
we
the
can go
time
in
you
it
already
together.
know their culture.
Yeah,
You've
I
been
know
through
it.
that.
I know it,
what
but you know what? Like I said, I'm a California hip hop head. So when it comes down to me, I like an E40. I like a Too Short. I like the Eazy-E's. I like NWA's when it comes down to the hip hop genre.
LA.
But I'm not a hip hop lover at all. No. I'm an R&B person. I'm a soul lover. I love
feel like
music from the
that's what-
70s.
I think
and
some
that's
of
what
these
I
young
play.
kids need to listen to some R&B because that's the reason why they ain't got no emotions and love. Like you need some
I know every
R&B.
song the Emotions made, the group, and motherfuckers don't know that. But I keep house. I keep house. When you come over here, we're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner. We're not gonna run out of a toilet paper towels, deodorant, and shit like that. You ain't gotta hide your shit. We got a full bar. Have a cocktail or two. Have a cocktail or two, but I'm gonna teach you too. When you go to somebody else's
feel
house,
at
you take a
home.
bottle.
You
Take a bottle,
always
you
feel
take
at
a
home.
dish, and shit like that. And like I said, I'm dating someone younger now. Is this shit together? No. Will this shit be together? Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so at one point did you start seeing that you ain't getting your ish together and you feel like, okay, this ain't working?
Oh, I let him know that. You want to lay up? Laying up is not the key.
I can't just.
Laying up is not the key. The hustle's real. The hustle's real. Like I said, you can't be in my company. My new person right now is here at my house all the time, but they pay rent someplace else because they have their own place.
Yeah, you gotta
and when
make
I
sure
need
you got
when
your
I
own.
need time when I need time to myself,
You go
and I
back to
do,
your spot.
because I need to fill my cup up again. You go back to your own spot for a day or two. Give it a break. Give it a break. Because one thing about them, they love being in my company, and I enjoy their company. They love being in my company. But like I said, I keep house. I cook dinner all the time. Our house is pretty much clean.
This is a good one because you got a lot of close friends and people that's more than friends, they family.
Right.
Like if you friends with Carlos, you family. You know what I'm saying? If he trusts you and to be around you family. Do you ever have a problem with your closeness to your friends and your relationship? Because like we can come over, we can show up, we on call. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot of friends who, how do you deal with that? Introducing your relationships with your friends.
I introduce all my relationships with my friends.
But you just not regular with friends. Like your friends is like...
My friends are my family. My friend, your ex, who's been one of my friends for damn near 40 years, he's your ex. He's your ex. You love him, he loves you. That's that Scorpio thing. He's a Scorpio also. He's a Scorpio also. And we don't stop loving. We do not stop. We may have fucked up, but we don't stop loving you. Mm-hmm. But you have been in my life for 20, 25 years now. Mm-hmm. But my thing is that I introduce them. I don't hide my lovers because I'm not worried about one of my friends sleeping with them and stuff like that. I'm not. That's not my concern. If they sleep with them, good.
See,
good.
That's with a lot of people.
I'm not jealous like that. But my friends are jealous of my lovers. My friends have been jealous of my relationship because they become a second. Because they become a second.
He do empower his people. They be feeling like, this is my crib, I got to hold it down. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm a friend. I know I've been around. But if he got a man, I'll call his friend and ask him, ask Carlos if I can. Even though I know I could do it myself, I could call Carlos and ask him. Sometimes I'll let the man be the man. Like, call your boy and see if I can come over. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just out of respect. You know.
Yeah, and do that out of respect. One of my best friends come here and he's my brother, but this motherfucker right here act like he lives here. And then I have to remind him sometimes, nigga, I got a nigga. I got a dude. Stay in your lane.
I feel like that's the respectful thing to do. Sometimes when y'all get with y'all y'all friends, y'all don't let the man be the man. And it's like, these my friends, they can do whatever over here. Like, they can come in, do this and that. You got to have some type of boundaries and respect when it comes to it. And I know these are your friends and your families, but I'm your man. Now I'm here. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I had a brother who's one of my best friends. We grew up since we were 17 years old, who just passed away from an illness. And he was living here before that. And my ex, who we were on the way out, was still living here. And he was calling me, telling me shit about my friend. But my friend was going through some mental changes. The disease, the medication was killing him. Mm-hmm. And his mind wasn't always right, to the point of where he would drive my car and come back home and leave all the doors open, all four of them. So I knew then that something was going on, and I had not put my finger on it yet. It was a brain cancer, but something was going on. So he was in and out and stuff like that. But I had to tell my ex, who was on his way out, that I don't give a fuck what he does in my house, in my space. That's my brother. I know what he was going through mentally. I knew he was dying. But I had to make it clear, whatever it is that he's doing, I don't care if he shits his pants. Either you help him into the shower or you don't. But what you don't do is ridicule him. You don't make him feel bad. You don't make him feel like he's done something wrong, because it's a mental issue that's going on with him right now. He's dying. Don't take advantage of him, and don't ridicule him. If you do, you got to go. You got to go. Because that's my brother. I love him as a brother. I know his situation, and you're my ex who's on his way out the door. You're living here on a prayer. On a prayer right now. But don't ridicule him. Don't make him feel like he's doing something wrong. Right. Because he can't help
he don't know who that person was before that. So you knew.
You've been around 15 years old. 15 years. You knew who the fuck he was. You knew who the fuck he was. And I don't care if we fight. I don't care if we fight. His 38-year-old son is my godson. And I only have one. But you knew what the fuck was going on. You knew better to come at me like that with some bullshit like that.
I don't get that one. Because like you said, I'm thinking before because I know when the 15-year-old guy came around, and I know the person who they talking about. Right. And I'm getting emotional.
15-year relationship.
Because that was my boy. But I do understand, and it is boundaries. And to be a friend, like we said earlier.
I'm a friend to the end. I'm a friend to the end. I'm a friend till I complete you, cut you off. And when I complete you, cut you off, you've done something wrong. Because friends, listen, we fall out. We talk about each other, to our circle. We talk about each other to our circle. But our circle is motherfucking tight. You can't say nothing else about it. Listen, here's a fine example. Walter Hampton. A lot of you may know Walter Hampton. I know Walter Hampton for about 35, 40 years. I know Walter Hampton when he was a little skinny chicken hawk. I know Walter Hampton is a friend of mine. Not an associate, not a comrade. He's a friend of mine. We share secrets. We share backdoor stories. We share personal things. I know his mother, Miss Alberta. I know what he's going through. I knew his ex-lover of 25 years, plus years. I know Walter Hampton. One thing he's known for is for being buff and being loud. But one thing he's not known for lying. He tells the truth 99% of the time. There are some lies now, but I know Walter Hampton. That's a friend of mine. I've been on a video he's done here. We've done business together. But one thing about it is that when we were young, we had so much, and so much was given to us. An old friend of mine, Michael Gordon, rest in peace, said, it's time for you to give back. Let's give back to the community. Let's give back to our people. Let me share my knowledge to the young black gay man.
And you don't care if you're not with them after a while. The knowledge that they give, let them give that to somebody else.
No, share that shit. Share that shit. Why are you being so selfish? Give that shit away.
Yes.
If you can't use it, give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody. It's just like your clothes, about the shit we're trying to save up forever. Let that shit go. And to welcome new shit, you gotta let the old shit go.
So all y'all old bitter men out there that's scared to get into a relationship with a young man because you're scared he's going to take from you and take the knowledge and all this stuff and go meet a hotter young man, stop doing that, man.
Yeah, enjoy
build
yourself.
up your computer and you getting something from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got this young man on your arm, looking good. You got some nice tight booty up at night, a nice 12 inches.
12 inches, nigga.
That's what they like. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
You got that. So y'all, it's give and take.
Yeah.
They might not be giving what you giving, but they giving something or you wouldn't have them there. So get out of y'all bitter ways, talking about somebody just want a place to stay. If you love the person and you want to be with them.
Before you end this, because I know you're going to the ending, stop worrying about 50-50. Sometimes it's 90-10. Sometimes it's 70-30. Sometimes it's 40-50 and another way around. They may please you mentally and physically and emotionally, but not financially. Stop doing 50-50. I'm not expecting you to reach me to be equally yoked, as they say. No, you can grow to that. I'm not expecting you to reach me financially. I don't have a mortgage. I live a different kind of life. Am I a showman? No. But can I have a Bentley? I can. A used one, but I can.
See, but the dudes doing that, they broke themselves. If you got it, you ain't worried about nobody else taking a little something, or you know the reason why y'all done broke your whole life and y'all finally got a little piece of something, y'all don't want nobody to take it from you. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to build up somebody. It's okay to ask how they doing. When y'all in the dating stage, I want to know about your financial, I want to know about your literacy, with your relationships with your family, and if I can do anything to help you, I will. You're not just gonna be with me and just be somebody with me to lay up with at night.
Well, what the fuck? What the fuck does that look like? I got all of this and you got nothing.
Right.
I got all of this. I got a college degree and you don't even have a fucking GED. And
But
you've been
I'm cool
around me
with
for a
that.
year. No, hell no,
cool
that's
with
fucked
it.
up.
Long as
No,
you sleeping with me.
I got fucking 800 credit scores, 820.
And you a 320.
Exactly. And you a fucking 320. Bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
That ain't no
Stop what you're
relationship.
doing. Listen to what I'm trying to teach you. I'm not going to tell you, and I'm not going to keep telling you again. If you need to take note, take note. As I told my youngster the other day, nigga, I don't want to keep telling you things over and over again. If you're working for me, you need to take notes because I'm not going to tell you again.
Yeah. And you separate it. When it's work, it's work. When you my
Right.
baby in the room, and I'm the same way.
Right.
Don't come on no music set or no video because I'm going to treat it like business. After we done with this, we could be friends and whatever again.
Right.
You know?
Right. My brother I didn't see anyone more serious about what he did. And he didn't drink and smoke at times. He would stop. And he would stop eating meat at times. But when he worked on a set, my brother was a hairstylist, and he died on the plane with Aaliyah, my brother and my cousin. They died on the plane with Aaliyah. Eric Foreman is my brother. Anthony Dodd is my cousin. And they was on the plane with Aaliyah. My brother was so serious about his work. When you came on to work, first of all, he was on time. First of all, he was about his business. Wasn't no drinking, wasn't no smoking, and especially if he was lead, which he was lead on a lot of his shit. He was a lead hairstylist on a lot of his shit that he worked on. And if you worked under him, these are rules that he followed by. You did this, this, and this. Don't bring your date to the motherfucking set and fuck your date, because if you do, I'm sending you home. This is a business, and we're gonna run it like a business. He turned down doing hair for Mary J. Blige back in the day because it was an understanding that he understood how they worked behind the scene. Not saying good, bad, or ugly,
He knew
but he knew they partied too much
getting high.
when it came down to do business. He didn't want to be involved in that. That's not what he wanted to be involved with. He toured with one of the smartest women he's ever seen in his life, Vanessa Williams. He toured with her, did an East Coast tour with her. Phenomenal woman, and he said She was about business. And that's the way he ran his business. That's why he made hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
That's why he and Aaliyah were best friends, not just stylists, but best friends. And the people that around her was that kind of people.
And rest in peace to Eric Anthony and Aaliyah.
Yeah. Rest in peace. And that's a whole nother story for another time. We can talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
This was an interesting conversation. Like I said, man, if y'all like this conversation, make sure y'all comment, subscribe. If you never commented before, we'd like to hear your feedback in the comment section down below.
Yeah.
Let us know if y'all want to hear part 2, man. This is real in-depth conversations that we need to hear, and we need to start having more conversations like this. Let me know your experiences. Maybe you've been taken advantage of by somebody that was younger. Maybe you feel like, you need somebody to bring 50-50 to the table. Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section down below. And
ask us some questions. Ask us what the next topics you want us to
Yes,
discuss.
let us know what the topics is.
Yeah.
Cousin Carlos up in here. We got your uncle up in here. Man, and
Love you.
we love y'all.
I love you.
Holla y'all the next one.
See ya.
That was a